Okay, I've put this off long enough. I'm calling the whole family, and this is what we're going to do for day 19 of Every Bit Counts Challenge. Bucket List Homestead. My name is Lynn. This is Grace.
I'm the favorite. I'm Aiden.
Aiden.
I'm the real favorite.
And this is my family for any of you who are new to the channel. And today is day 19 of Every Bit Counts Challenge. And I'm finally getting to the garlic. I harvested this garlic, that's hard to say, over a month ago, and it is definitely ready. It's been drying out and curing. So what we're doing today is I have two sizes of garlic. I have some really small ones, if I can find one. Actually, that's one of the bigger ones, but I have even smaller than this. Where is one? Some smaller ones. So what I'm going to do with these today is we're going to get them all peeled up, and we're going to put them in. Aiden, can you tilt that down a little bit? Just the whole food processor here. So we're gonna blend them all up, and then I have these. They're not ice cube. I mean, you could use them for ice cube trays, but they're for herbs and different things. And we're gonna fill up. I have 4 of them. We're gonna fill each one of the squares up, and I'm gonna freeze them. And then once they're frozen solid, I pop them out and I put them in a container or Ziploc bag. And then I have pureed or minced garlic ready to go whenever I need it. I did this last year, and I'm just down to like my last couple of cubes, so it worked perfectly. The bigger pieces of garlic, we're not peeling them, and we're going to keep them as whole as we can in the cloves, and I'm just going to leave them in a basket on top of my shell, and that will be my fresh garlic going forward. As months go by, if it gets looks like it's getting a little soft or might be going bad, I will either freeze it or dehydrate it for garlic powder. So we've got a lot to do, and we're going to get started. I also have, all of us have one of these, which is a lot easier when it comes to peeling, let me tell you, the garlic. Now, that being said, none of them are peeling, and I think it's because it's still fresh. Like, it may be a month harvested, but it's still a lot fresher than the garlic you're going to get in the grocery store, and we have found no trick yet. Somebody suggested cutting off the ends. We did that, right, Grace? It didn't work. It's still not peeling. So it's going to be a while. I'm glad I only have so many little pieces, because we won't be peeling the big pieces, the big garlic. We're just going to be cutting off the tops and the roots. So, and I will show you that when we get to it. For now, we are going to get all these little pieces peeled and pureed and get frozen. So day 19, let's do it, guys. I think oftentimes people think quality time spent with your children especially means big fancy vacations or big elaborate plans. And sometimes the best times can be just when we're doing simple, mundane chores such as peeling garlic. We have the best conversations when we are just sitting around doing something as simple as peeling garlic or peeling potatoes. It doesn't always have to be a big elaborate plan to have great conversations with your kids. Okay, so this is what we're left with. And that took us about an hour, so not too bad. I am so grateful to my family because that would have took me a lot longer than an hour. And just a tip, these things, let me get one out of the sink here, did not work that great. But you know what did, and I didn't know until the end? Rubbing them between my hands, they peeled amazing. So, as you see, our hands were all pretty messy. The kids are like, we're so sticky. So now I'm just going to puree this up, and I'm not sure, I don't think I'm going to need all these containers, so we're going to see how many it fills. Perfect. Minced garlic. And I'm just going to fill each one of these containers with one. And I don't necessarily worry about measuring how many cloves of garlic because I always use more than any recipe calls for anyway. But if I had to guess, I would say that's probably a good 4 good large amount, large cloves. I can't use my words today. I'd say that's probably 4 large cloves. So, all right, and I'm just going to keep going, and then we're going to freeze them. And then we have the big bulbs to get through, which won't take us as long because we're not peeling them. Here is my large garlic bulbs, and I'm pretty proud of them. They're probably some of the biggest I've grown. This one, it's huge. So this we're just going to save it for fresh eating. And like I said, if it starts getting soft or looks like it's going bad, then I will do something with it, either what I just did with those little bulbs, or I'll dehydrate it for garlic powder. So, because I'm using all my garlic this year for eating, this means that I'll have none for planting. So I'll have to buy some garlic this year. And I knew that because I didn't plant as much last fall as I normally do. So I knew I was going to have to buy some because we eat a lot of garlic. I put it in a lot of things. So, okay, we are just going to cut the stalks off, cut the root, brush off as much as the dirt, and just try to get this very outer layer right there of peeling off, and that's it. We don't want to take the peeling off because then your garlic's not going to last as long. So hopefully the family understands that because I'm not only telling you, I'm telling them. So that is there, and that's what we want to see, plus that root will be gone. Okay? All right. This won't take as long. Well, the garlic is all processed. It took us start to finish, all of it, 2 hours. So very, very grateful for my family's help. So a couple of things. I screwed up with my garlic this year. First mistake, not knocking off a lot more of the dirt the second or third day after I picked it. Time got away from me, or I forgot, or whatever. There's no good excuse. So I've lost a lot to rot. So this is what we ended up with that I'm going to save. And I also have a bunch that kind of broke apart. So this will be the stuff I'll use first. I also had a bunch that they weren't going to last. So I managed to puree them. So I got almost a whole nother tray to go in the freezer. So that's really good. The second mistake I made was not getting to it when I should have. I should have got to it a couple weeks ago. I should have done it at the start of the challenge like I originally was going to, and that was just plain laziness on my part because I knew it was a lot of work. And trying to, I knew I was going to need everybody's help. So, yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself, and it's my own fault. That being said, between the pureed garlic, this whole garlic, the pieces of garlic, the garlic powder I already have made from the dehydrated garlic scapes, plus the whole bag of frozen garlic scapes from this year. Sorry, I have an itch. That I froze. That should get us through this whole winter into next year with garlic. We should do really well. I'm not concerned about running out. So yeah. Don't let your garlic sit too long and knock all the dirt off when you're supposed to. So I lost probably a good, and they were good size bulbs. That's what hurts. It was the big ones that I grew that had way too much dirt on them still. I lost probably 12, a dozen. And oh, it hurts. It hurts a little bit and I'm mad at myself. So, okay, that's it for day 19 of garlic preserving. And I guess I know some of you are going to ask what varieties these were. This one here was something Red Russian. You see how it's like got like, to me it's purple, and I have no idea what the other one was called. I have no idea. I'm going to go on to my gardener actually today. I hope he has it ready. He didn't have it ready for sale yet, so I'm going to see if he's got it now. And I want to try the music variety of garlic. They are all hardneck what I grew. Because they all had scapes, and I want to continue growing hardneck because I like the scapes. I like getting 2 for 1 out of my produce. So yeah, so I don't know what the name of the other one is. Red Russian garlic, I think is what that one was called, something like that. So I'm terrible about remembering the names of the things I plant. I'm terrible. I'm trying to be better, but I'm getting there. So you won't see any Every Bit Counts Challenge videos for a couple of days. We leave tomorrow for our 30th anniversary trip. I am so looking forward to it. I need this trip. So we'll see you back here on day 20. I'm just looking at the calendar. Day 23. I don't think I'll be back in time on the 22nd to do anything. I might surprise you. You may see me on the 22nd. But just in case, we'll plan for the 23rd. And also, a great big huge thank you. I reached 1,800 subscribers last night. You all rock. Thank you so very much. My goal of 2,000 by the end of the year, I can see it. I absolutely can see it. Take care. Have a great couple of days, guys, and we'll see you in a few days. Bye. God bless.